Now let's turn to Niger State, where 3 people have been confirmed dead in a mining collapse that happened on Thursday, and that's yesterday. It's the second mining collapse in Niger State in 2 weeks. Some 30 miners are assumed to have died in the first collapse in the village of Galadiman, Kogo, although an official figure has not been released. Well, the latest incident in Adnon village is said to have involved local miners who were said to be carrying out illegal mining activities. Well, for more on this collapses, I'm joined now on the line from Mina by the chairman of the Nigeria Miners Association in Niger State, Yusuf Shuaibu. Thank you so much for joining us on Newsnight. Well, it is indicated that Niger State is the #1 destination for illegal mining. Paint a picture for us in terms of administration of mining activities in Niger State that enables illegal mining to go on, and now we have these disasters.
Thank you for having me. You see, it's not always illegal as most people call it. You see, some people obtain this certificate of cooperatives. And so where you have a certificate of cooperatives, you are allowed to go and work within just the ambit of 7, 8, 9 feet. And by so doing, some people will, exaggerate and will go further to do worse than the level the order has given to them. This is why people will call it an illegal mining activities. It's not all there. Looking at what happened last 2 weeks, about 10, 11 days ago, it wasn't an illegal, it was a company registered with mining license, which, collapsed through the hanging of our walls the collapse of the hanging walls and overboarding the rocks by the subsequent use of explosive blast, on the rock and some other things there. So it's not all that you see you call, illegal mining. Of course, I'm not saying it's not happening. It's really happening.
Right. Well, I'm glad you own the fact that illegal mining goes on in Niger State. Now that you mentioned that company, licensed company to mine gold or whatever minerals in that area, let's talk about the regulatory environment or framework. To what extent do companies, including, I'm sure, like yours, have, rescue teams assisting to ensure that in the event of accidents like this, that you're able to quickly respond as much as you can?
Well, you see, first and foremost, you have to look at, how most of the mining company are operating. Some of them lack enough, enough manpower at the regulatory bodies to be deployed to mining sites to ensure effective supervision, monitoring, and evaluation. This will cause the lack of strict adherence to the operational guidelines by the companies. And as such, you are bound to have this kind of problem once you do not follow, the actual guidelines given to you by the order, from the mining authority. I hope you understand me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, people doing what ordinarily should be a legal activity in an illegal manner, it comes with this kinds of unfortunate situation. In the event of, following the Shiroro accident where over 30 are said to have died, the mines, Solid Minerals Minister Dele Alake did promise that going forward there will be insurance for, miners. What has happened, in that direction since he made that promise or declaration, if you like? Any kind of meeting or, interface between your association with the minister to ensure that not just the insurance issue is taken up, but other issues that will affect these miners?
Nothing of that nature is happening right at the moment. In fact, were yet even to recover the dead bodies. It is the local miners now that are all involved in going to rescue or maybe to bring out the dead bodies at the moment.
Do you expect not just the state government, the federal government to respond not just to these two incidents, but going forward to ensure that, these incidents are minimized and the lives of miners, to a large extent are protected?
Yeah, that is what I told you now. You see, like state like Niger State, is large enough to have covered almost 5 states in this country because of the landmass size. But you see, what happens, we only have one federal man's office with just a little few workers there, So we demand to have a lot of workers that, can be deployed. Those who are technically sound that could be deployed to go and then be taking, the responsibility of advising or giving the expert, advising on how to operate. Otherwise, this will continue to happen.
Absolutely. But very quickly, in 30 seconds before I let you go, the issue of data and numbers of miners when they're on the site, is that part of your MO, your mode of operation?
It's not part of our operation. But you see, we always advise whenever we visit them. You see, when most of the mining sites, the engineers or let me call it the owners, they are always in a hurry to get to the level of the substance underneath without giving, consideration to the strict adherence of the order given to them. That is just it.
Right. No doubt the regulatory framework needs to be tightened, not just in Niger State on the mines, but all across the country. Thank you very much. Yusuf Shuaibu is the chairman of the Nigeria Miners Association in Niger State.